Yo dudes, welcome to Pandemic Pantry. So we were down in the supermarket earlier today. There were a lot of people there buying a lot of food, some making somewhat questionable choices in terms of what they're buying. Okay, so we want to show you some of the most essentials to stock up in terms of nutrition, foods that don't go off, can be used in multiple sources and will really feed your body in terms of nutrition as well. Okay, first step, simple and most basic, is to look at kind of pulses and lentils. So they can come in dried form or else in tin form. Dried form means that they're cheaper, they will last indefinitely, and all they need to be done is cooked in water. Yeah. When you do cook them from scratch, you can add a lot more flavor into the bean or lentil. Yeah. However, so lentils are fantastic in terms of protein. They're up to 20% protein. Dried, they will not go off. They can be great for curries, for dals, for stews, for all sorts of things. In terms of the longest living people of the world in the blue zones, lentils and beans and pulses are one of the staples. Up to 50% of their diet consists of beans, lentils, and legumes. Also, you can get them in tin form. Very practical, very easy. But these, in terms of a time when one might be quarantined or mightn't just have time to go out, dried pulses are cheaper, they last for longer, and they go further. We have loads of other videos in terms of dals, curry, stews that use all these if you're looking for how to use them. Okay, second thing which we think is essential to stock up on are sauce ingredients. So basic sauce ingredients, we're divided into 3 different types of sauces. So first one, obviously, if you're doing anything kind of Asian, you could use coconut milk as the base. Next one is obviously the tomato. Then you have from the basic French mother sauce, you can use vegetable stock with a roux to thicken it to get a velouté. And even the fourth one, I would say, so there's tin tomatoes, smaller ones if you're looking for them. The fourth one might be an almond butter sauce. So you can make an almond butter, a nut butter and vegetable stock emulsion. We've used that in lots of recipes. But all these type of forces, so 4 sauces, tin tomatoes, tin coconut milk, a bechamel or a velouté or a nut butter emulsion. So great in terms of sauces. Number 3 is stock up on whole grains. They are so nutritious. They're much better in terms of energy loss. You'll get energy release, yes. And by that we mean choosing brown carbs instead of white carbs. They really are. They've got so much more fiber and they've got so much more micro and macronutrients in it. And by that we're talking about choosing wholemeal noodles. We're talking about brown, or like kind of just simple wholemeal pasta. You'd choose for white or wholemeal, choose wholemeal. Porridge oats, brown rice instead of white rice, wholemeal couscous instead of normal couscous. All these are fantastic. They really won't go off. They'll last for years in your presses. And they really are fantastically nutritious. Point number 4, everyone loves food that tastes good, so condiments are very important. The basic ones which we love, maybe you don't necessarily have a 5-litre tub of tamari, but highly tamari enthusiast like my twin always carries a 5-litre tamari. So tamari or soya sauce is great. It's instant flavor because it's been used in the aging process to distill flavor over time. Some form of vinegar or acid, so whether it be apple cider or whether you want to use balsamic red wine vinegar and some form of sweetener. They're kind of the basics in terms of the condiments that we will use, and with those we can make many different variations. Other ones that we do love are miso. Okay, point number 5, vitally important, are choose energy dense foods. So by that we mean foods that are packed with more calories per gram. So in this context we're talking about nuts. So we've got almonds, we've got cashew nuts. Cashews are great, you can make so many different types of sauces with them. In terms of bechamels, cashew cheeses, etc., etc. Chia seeds, great for use for thickening, for baking, also for making chia puddings and nice to put in breads or porridges. High in omega-3s, high in proteins. Obviously nut butters are fantastic, high in energy density, high in calories, and high in lots of different fats and essential nutrients. So we've got almond butters, tahinis, cashew nut butters. Any of these are great to stock up on as well. Okay, final 2. I know we said 5, but we got 2 bonus ones. Okay, this one is really essential, and I think it's very important for seasoning your dishes, is kind of to balance the flavor. So spices, they tend to last indefinite, or well, obviously the fresher you use them the better, but they can last for long periods of time provided they're in so what are 5 essential spices? Simple ones that we like to use: curry powder, very accessible. Turmeric, ground ginger, ground garlic, ground onion. They're nice for basic ones when you can't get out to get fresh onion and garlic. Other ones that I kind of like to use, I like cumin, I like cumin seeds, maybe a little bit of chili powder, sweet paprika, smoked paprika. And final bonus one is to try to stock up on frozen vegetables, because obviously you may not be able to get out to get fresh vegetables, or they may not be able to get them into supermarkets. So frozen peas are great, tinned corn, frozen spinach, any type of frozen veg mightn't be as ideal as having fresh organic veg in your garden, but frozen is fine. At times like this, it's about doing our best with what we have. Yeah, so these are the 5 kitchen essentials which we recommend. 7 kitchen essentials. In terms of whole food, in terms of nutrition, they can be used in multiple different types of dishes. So just to wrap this back to when we started the video, saying that in the supermarket there are lots of people making somewhat questionable food choices, and as the expression goes, try to avoid going to the supermarket when you're hungry or when you're stressed, because you're much more likely to make kind of food choices coming from a sense of fear. You're much more likely to buy processed foods that will give you kind of an endorphin release immediately. So try to take your time, make better, more whole food, more nutritious food choices, because it's going to be better for you and for your family. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Be safe, be healthy, and catch you in the next vid.
Sending loads of love. Bye.